We welcome you back for a second straight night to the McAnally Center here at Greencastle High School. The host squad, the Tiger Cubs, playing in the third place game against county rival North Putnam here in the Putnam County Tournament. Thank you for joining us on Endeavor Communications. Our broadcast booth goes 3 wide this evening. My usual broadcast partner, Sean Walker, is to my left, to my right. Only the second winningest coach in the history of Indiana high school basketball, Pat Rady, and newly minted as a Sagamore of the Wabash. Good to see you, my friend, and congratulations on the honor.
Well, thank you. It's just an honor to be with you, Greg, and what you've done and how you broadcast. And I look forward to getting some pointers from you. But it's exciting to be with you.
I'm hoping in 3.5 hours you can teach me half the stuff you've forgotten about basketball, and we will be in good shape. And Sean, we as a broadcast crew are simply hopeful that we see anywhere close to as good a games as you guys saw here a night ago.
Well, you ain't kidding. You had a 2-point game in the first one, coming with basically a last-second shot, and then an overtime game where Cloverdale was able to come out with the victory. But 2 fantastic games last night. Hopefully we get that again.
Well, let's talk about kind of the underdog coming into this game. That is North Putnam. It is safe to say that when you suffered a 47-point loss to Greencastle the last time that these two teams played, but that was nearly 3 months ago. In fact, it was more than 3 months ago in early December. If you're North Putnam, what sort of attitude do you have coming into tonight's game?
I think you got to play with a little bit of a chip on your shoulder. I mean, at the end of the day, if you get beat that bad by somebody, I think you've got to bounce right back and just you got to forget about it in one way and come out and play your game and try to institute your style of basketball. And in another way, not forget about it. I know that's kind of hypocritical because you want to remember how bad it felt and have that little bit of taste in your mouth and see if you can make this a closer game.
The key player for the Tiger Cubs, as always, will be Ryan Coble, 6'2 senior. I'll give you the broadcaster mathematics perspective. I'm going to have Coach give us kind of the ins and outs as to why he is the player that he is. 28 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals a game. So the numbers tell you a lot. When you tried to scout him and prepare for him these last couple of years, Pat, what is it that you saw on film that made him such a quality player?
A complete player. He can put it on the floor. He can pass. He rebounds. He's got such a quick release. And he's smart. And I'll tell you, if you come and trap him, he'll get the ball to the open man. When the ball's in his hands, it's got eyes. And so he's very good. He's one of the better players in this area, and I think one of the top players in the state.
Colin York is the other double-digit per-game scorer for Greencastle. He, too, outstanding at sharing the basketball, 12 points, but also 3 assists a game. What's the mindset going to be, Coach, for Greencastle? Clearly, they got to be disappointed they didn't get past Cloverdale last night. If you're head coach Troy Greenlee, how do you make sure your team's in the right mindset to play this third-place game tonight?
Well, I think you got to come back and play with pride. I think sometimes we overlook the Consolation games I think it's a team that can get back in and get focused on playing basketball. I know I heard the coach at corners this morning, and both Coach Greenlee and Coach McCard is really looking forward to this game. North Putnam, Coach McCard said it was they wanted to play Greencastle. Of course, they was hoping to be in the championship game, but he felt that was the worst game they played all year. They feel they're a different ball club. They've added Duke Duff. Duke brings him a lot of experience. He was on our sectional championship team last year, so he's played in some big games. And so they're looking forward to the game. But Coach Greenlee says, the effort the kids put forward last night was outstanding. And he said they just got to carry on and forget about the tough loss because they played well.
Let's focus on keys to the game, Sean. What's it going to take for these two teams to get that W this evening?
Well, I mean, I think that all these are important, and really all 3 of these are tied around for North Putnam. And you take a look at them on your screen right now. It's going to be limit second chances. We were running the highlight package a minute ago of Ryan Coble, and I don't know how many rebounds he had last night, but every time he missed, he was the first one to the basketball. They cannot allow that to happen. Number 2 is pace of play. North Putnam really wants to slow this down in a half-court set. They want to work the ball around and get open shots and try to keep Greencastle in a half-court set as well. And then number 3, you got to locate Coble. You got to try to slow him down, chip him, let him know that you're in this game and ready to play against him. You cannot allow him to have his way. 36 points last night in that game, and if he gets going again, it could be over early.
Those are our keys to this game. You can hear the starting lineups are about to be introduced, so with that, let us quickly step aside. We'll come back and give you those starting lineups and the opening tip-off of this game as well. It is the Putnam County Championship third-place game, North Putt and Greencastle, and it comes your way next on Endeavor Communications.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Back in the McAnally Center, third place game about to get started between Greencastle and North Putnam. Time now for our starting lineups for tonight's game. North Putnam, the visitors, and North Putnam, a team that is averaging just 42 points per game. They will not have a double-digit scorer in their midst. They'll bring their leading scorer off the bench in Austin Judy. Preston Porter is the leading scorer of the guys you see on the screen, the 5'7" junior at 7 points a game. Colin McCart in just his second season as the head coach of the Cougars. For Greencastle, Coble and York that we have featured are their double-digit scorers on a per-game basis. The tallest player on the floor, though, belongs to the Tiger Cubs as well. That is J.T. Matthews, the 6'7" junior, who comes in at 4 points per contest. Greencastle in the home white uniforms, the navy blue and orange that features the Cougars. And they'll have this basketball to start things off in this third place game. And an immediate open three, 7 seconds in. A little full court pressure here by the Cougars as well.
Well, I tell you, Preston Porter, he got in foul trouble last night and really couldn't get in a rhythm. That was a nice look right on the first play of the game.
And second time these two teams have played this year. Some of these clubs in this tournament will end up playing 3 times during the course of the regular season, maybe a 4th during the tournament, and Coble with an immediate answer on the 3.
Coach, how do you slow him down? I mean, Coble's he's so good. How would you defend against him?
Well, you got to play off him a little bit and hope that he's got to take his drive. I think he really likes to drive first. 1-3-1
zone trap being employed by Greencastle. North Putnam, everything outside the arc. Duff lets go of the 3. That does not go. Weak side rebound is there by Kyler Jeter, the 6'2 senior. Doesn't get the putback, but does draw the foul.
Kyler Jeter played really well for them last night. Helped carry some of that scoring load with 12 points in the game. I think he's got to exceed that again here against Greencastle for them to be successful.
Coach, when it comes to playing that 1-3-1 zone, it's great about playing the passing lanes. It is tough to rebound out of it. As a coach, how much do you worry about rebounding out of a zone?
Well, it's one of the toughest things, weakness of a zone defense. And, I was a zone man myself, and that was the biggest thing that hurt us. It's you don't necessarily always have a guy to block out.
Jeter on the season, a 41% free throw shooter, but doesn't look the part as he calmly knocks them both down. And North Putt going to pressure here in the opening minute and get a steal.
Nice.
5-3 lead for the Cougars. Nobody to pass it to. I might as well let it fly. That's a long 2 that is connected on by Corbin Judy.
Well, I tell you, this is a different team playing out here tonight than they faced a couple of months ago, that's for sure.
This is a North Putnam team that about a month ago scored 15 points in a game. They've got 7 in the first 80 seconds. 3 taken and missed by Coble. The rebound corralled by North Putt. Cougars off to a very heady start with a 7-3 lead. Good look for Jeter. 3 in the corner, North Putnam. That one goes as well. That is a 3, and that is a timeout taken by Greencastle. It is a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here.
How about that? 4 of 5 starters already on the scoring column for North Putnam. That's team basketball.
Well, I'll tell you what, I happened to listen to the coach's show this morning, and Coach McCart, he said they was going to run. So I wanted to see, because they played a slowdown game last night with South Putnam, but I think a lot of that was South Putnam wanted to play a slowdown game. And he said that we stayed got a little more breaks, that they were wanting to run the ball or speed the ball up, and so he's getting the job done.
So an outstanding start for the Cougars, a 7-point lead here in the early going. In tonight's broadcast, a service of Endeavor Communications. They offer eVoice telephone, which has 20 popular calling features, including voicemail, call waiting, and web portal access to manage your phone features online. Call 800-922-6677 or visit weendeavor.com for more information. They'll get Coble against the middle of that press break. It leads to an easy look for J.T. Matthews.
Tremendous pass.
When you've got a couple of guys that can play the point guard spot like Coble and York, you can get one in the middle of that zone and really attack in a press break situation. As opposed to that zone, this time Greencastle goes back to a man-to-man.
York last night was definitely a slow start. Just a sophomore, didn't score in the first half, but he was huge in the third and fourth quarter and even into overtime. Finished with 15 points last night. But you can tell he's got a brace on his arm. He's having some trouble with that elbow.
Zach Wilkerson in now for Greencastle, 5'11 senior. Averages a couple of points a game. And the zone temporarily has been shelled for the Tiger Cubs. Everything outside of the arc for North Putnam when the three-pointers are falling. That's a great thing. Porter with the third made three by North Putt. All four of their shots that they have made have been from at least 18 feet from the basket.
Boy, hot shooting to start for sure. You got to, if you're a North Putnam fan, you're hoping they can keep this up for the length of the game.
Again, this is not the MO of this team. They average 42 points a game.
I was surprised. I really was. You know, pace of play, I thought they'd want to slow it down and not run with Greencastle, but exactly the opposite.
Greg Rakestraw, Sean Walker, legendary coach Pat Rady, our broadcast crew tonight from the McAnally Center. Another one of the mini Mackey gymnasiums throughout the state of Indiana. Everett Case Arena comes to mind. Bill Garrett Gymnasium is part of that as well. Little runner taken and missed by Trayton Smith. One and done, the possession for North Putt. Greencastle the basketball. Coble, catch and shoot three.
Wow.
His second make from a similar spot. He's a 34% three-point shooter. He's better than that tonight. He's 2 of 3.
Just an elite score. I mean, absolutely phenomenal.
A quick release on that shot. Easy to see why. North Putnam, that does not go, and that should be a foul. I believe they're going to say that Jeter had actually gotten to the ball first, and the whistle's going to go against Clark of Greencastle.
Yeah, Clark that time trying to box him out, just couldn't find him and actually just fell into his legs basically.
Well, York, and you referenced the kind of large sleeve and padding, and even when he's running, he's kind of favoring that right arm. Comes back into the game.
You know, I noticed the padding last night, but it didn't look like it was bothering him at all. Maybe in a back-to-back.
Another catch and shoot three. Nothing is bothering Preston Porter. He averages 7.5 a game. He's got 9 3.5 minutes in. However, the pressure for North Putnam might want to have a guy deep to stop Matthews. That's his second uncontested layup. 16-10, Cougars in front.
You got to love it on a night like this, though, when you come out and it looks like you're shooting a basketball into the ocean. Everything dropping so far for North Putnam.
And this offense being run awfully high by North Putt. Everything free throw lining up because everything has been about trying to find the open three-point shooter.
And their leading scorer from last night hasn't even scored yet, and Duff right here.
Yeah.
Drive the basket. It goes, but foul going to be called on the way to the basket. Whistle against Greencastle. Costin picks up the foul, his first, team third. Substitution now coming in for the Tiger Cubs. Jacob Lewis, a 6'1 senior in. Matthews will have a seat.
That didn't miss him. I thought they were going to miss Jeter there for a minute.
Jeter's going to kick it right back out to Duff. Duff, the runner, off the window, scores. Duke Duff becomes the 5th different Cougar to hit the scoring column. 18-10. Coble, one-man press break. Give it to him at a foul.
Right. You either get it or he makes a great pass to the guy down there open.
What was the best thing you could do as a coach to try to mitigate his impact on a game, Pat?
Basically, we get sometimes just you give that scorer the points and shut off the other people. But he's tough to stop. He really is. He's a fine player.
Misses the free throw, but Lewis is there for the putback. It's a 4-point trip for Greencastle.
Yeah, Jacob Lewis, he played well last night off the bench for them as well.
Greencastle coming in at 9-9 on the season.
Good pass.
Give and go. That's a foul. Basket will not go, but free throws coming for Corbin Judy.
You know what's fun? I mean, it really is fun, especially at the high school level. You see a team start out early in the season, and they struggle a little bit. They just don't have that gel. They get a player like Duff who joins the team mid-season, and now this team's starting to look like they believe in each other, and they're starting to gel, and that's a lot of fun.
Well, until last night, they had won 4 in a row, hadn't they, Sean?
Yeah. You are correct, Coach.
North Putt comes in at 7-14. They have reached the 60-point mark once this year. They're a free throw away from 20 after 4 minutes and 41 seconds.
I tell you, you see it too. Every time somebody checks in and out, the whole bench is up. It was a good look at him right there.
Now a little 2-2-1 3/4 court pressure by North Putt. And the trap continues in the half court, and they get the steal. Second Greencastle giveaway. And every kid from North Putt is looking about 25 feet and in. They're thinking about that shot. They are infused with confidence right now.
Yeah, I mean, it rubs off. You get everybody going, and then everybody's energetic. Confidence gets flowing.
Steal by Coble. First giveaway by North Putt. And Coble has a look. Took one dribble trying to draw the foul, and he did. Yep. He's already got 8. He'll try to earn 3 more from the line.
They're going to get Preston Porter, and again, they can't get him in foul trouble tonight. He's already got 3 threes in the game. You can't allow that to happen. You can't foul a shooter on the elbow in the act.
Just the second whistle against North Putnam tonight.
Now, that was one thing that we've tried to do on Cole. We did not want him to go to the free throw line. And because he's deadly. I know he missed his first one, but I doubt if he misses any more.
He is now 2 of 3. We got to instruct Coach about the broadcaster jinx, about things you can and cannot say.
Yeah, right.
Usually when you say he's not going to miss another free throw the rest of the night, he misses the next one.
Sean done that last night.
I got him, didn't I?
Yep.
Us broadcasters need a reminder on stuff like that too, believe me. 20-17. Catch and shoot for Jeter.
Yep.
Got that one too. It is falling for everybody for North Putt. 22-17.
They're finding open shots. I mean, they really are. They're getting to open spots on the floor, and everybody's sharing the basketball. It's beautiful to watch.
Coble, 3. Got that too. This is turning into open gym at this point.
Coble's he's ridiculous, man. I'm telling you. That kid.
Another 3. This one does not go. And Lewis with the inside position. Coble had kind of leaked out. York didn't need him. Misses the runner. Coble's an outstanding rebounder. Will get one look, but not the second. It'll be out of bounds to North Putnam.
But I tell you, I think Coble could go some other state where nobody knows who he is and be like the real life Billy Ho, where he just hustles people on the basketball court. You know it? I mean, it's amazing at how good he is. And you look at him and you don't think this guy could put up 36 points in a game against you, and then he does it.
30-second timeout taken here by North Putt. And if you're coaching North Putt, why the 30-second there? What were you seeing that said, all right, let's take a break here for a second, fellas?
I think we got to run. They had a big lead. It got down to 2. He just kind of wanted to settle them down a little bit and get them back to playing with this. But I think he got a little took maybe a couple shots there quickly. I mean, I think when it was getting open 3, but they was getting open. I think the last 2 possessions, I think they took a hurried shot and wasn't quite as open as they have been.
Colin McCart, his second year as the head coach at North Putnam. Last year, 3 wins. This year, up to 7. They've got just one more game remaining. Steal by Greencastle. Second North Putnam turnover. First time really we've seen full court pressure being applied by the Tiger Cubs.
This is where you see what your team's made of, though. You've allowed a little bit of a run, and now that team has a chance to tie it up or take the lead here. Do they hang their heads if they give up this bucket here, or do they keep playing hard?
North Putt last night, 38 points scored. 22 with a couple of trips left to go in the quarter.
Yeah, 38 last night for their entire team and 36 for Coble. So, I mean, he's a one-man wrecking crew.
Oh,
and that's a foul. That's a foul on Jeter. That'll be the second one that he's committed. And 3 more free throws. Second time that Coble has been fouled in the act of shooting a 3 in this quarter.
And it's a great call. I mean, it's still in the tail end of that replay there, but it definitely got him with the body.
He has 14. Make it 15.
He was just 2 assists from having a triple-double last night. Yeah, I think he had 17 rebounds, I heard, and then 8 assists with his.
Coach, do you know, is he committed to play anywhere at this point in time?
No, I don't think he has, what I've heard.
Corbin Judy checks back in for North Putt.
You got to think with his killer instinct and the way he can shoot the basketball that he's on some radars.
Yeah.
So 17 for Coble in the quarter. And for all the things that North Putt has done well, they're now down by a point. 1:25 to go here in the opening stanza. Back to the man-to-man for Greencastle. They open zone. North Putt literally shot them out of it. And that pass is tipped away by Coble. It'll remain Cougars ball. By the way, substitution of the game for North Putnam, Jordan Bean wearing number 21. Joined by 4 other starters on the floor.
I tell you, another thing that Coble has going for him, not just his offensive scoring ability, but he has a motor. When everybody else gets tired, he doesn't. And I think that's what helps his game even more.
Another 3 for North Putt. That one does not fall. Smith the
Nice
miss,
job,
but a
Duff.
steal by Duff. Does not get the basket, but does get the foul.
You know, I know he's at another school now, but do you think he still hears chaos in his head echoing in his ears every once in a while?
He was a good person on our chaos defense. he was very active and has good hands and good instinct.
Duke Duff to the free throw line. He's averaging 5 points a game, 70% free throw shooter on the season. And again, Sean, for those that weren't with us last night, walk us through his story as far as changing schools and joining the team midway through the season.
Yeah, he was originally, and correct me if I'm wrong, Coach, but he was originally in the Greencastle school system, and when his father came to Cloverdale as a football coach, he followed him over there. And then as his dad left this past year, he followed him back here to Greencastle.
Yeah, he was on the football team, and he didn't think he would play basketball, but I think after he has watched you that, because he also plays baseball, he's multi-sport. He plays all 3, and I think he talked to the coach, and he came out then in late December, and they've really been a fine ball club since he's added to the roster.
He makes both free throws. 24-23 North Putt, final minute of the quarter. Coble passes up the look from 18, finds his teammate for a good look from 3 in York. Does not go, and North Putnam with the rebound. Pushing the pace, layup for their leading scorer on the season, the senior in Austin Judy, who just checked in. He averages 8.5 points a game. He gets his first basket here. Coble, good job to avoid body contact, but does not get the shot to go. See if the Cougars hold for 1. And this is about the average for them at about halftime. Duff got it. Triple for Duff. He's got 7. York from half court. Oh. We're kind of lined up right with that shot. It looked good from our angle.
I thought
it's about the only shot that either team missed in the first quarter. That's not a typo, folks. Not an NBA score either. After 1 quarter of play, North Putt 29, Greencastle 23. We'll catch our breath and come back to the second quarter next on Endeavor Communications.
Endeavor Communications continues to be the leader of technology in our communities. We provide crystal clear voice, super fast internet, exciting television entertainment, security for home and business, medical alert systems, IT services for home or business, and our new 4G LTE wireless telephone service with nationwide coverage. Call 1-800-922-6677 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details.
Endeavor Communications invites local high school seniors to apply for the Kedrick Ray Memorial Scholarship Program. 12 $1,000 scholarships are being offered to eligible high school seniors who reside in one of the Endeavor service areas. Application deadline is Friday, March 11th at 5 o'clock. Go to weendeavor.com/aboutus/scholarships for application requirements. 29-23 our score after 1 quarter of play.
Yeah, it's amazing for North Putnam. They've got, 3 or 4 guys that are already above their season average, and the first quarter just ended.
Shot taken and missed for 3. Lewis able to wrest away the rebound. Caston had the missed. Coble, the pickup. That does not go from 15. Fight for the loose ball continues. Virtually everybody on the floor diving for it. Rule to be last touched by Greencastle. Out of bounds to the Cougars.
Well, you like the effort from both squads there, though. When the ball is loose like that, people hitting the floor, that's what you want to see as a coaching staff.
Alex Costin, the freshman, with the missed 3. First time we have called his name tonight. Man-to-man pressure, but no trap out of it. And North Putt will push the tempo, and player goes up and makes the shot. There was some contact there after the play. No whistle was given. Players are asking, shouldn't that have been a foul? You can take a look here, and player was kind of stumbling, so really wasn't intentional. They didn't call it. Looks like that Corbin Judy is all right. And then a foul is called on a hand check going towards the other direction.
Luckily for him, he landed on his posterior there instead of his back. Tend to have a little more padding in that area.
Coble splits 2 defenders, but is ruled to have traveled before he got rid of the basketball. Coble has 17 of the Greencastle 23.
Yeah, this is a completely different looking North Putnam team than even what we saw less than 24 hours ago.
Duff the drive, forced the issue, and gets the foul call.
I like what they're doing, too. I mean, in the beginning, they were hitting threes, and now that they've spread the defense out to them, they're starting to find holes to penetrate and get to the bucket.
Yeah, Greencastle survived the run that North Putnam had. They switched defenses, and that caused them to get a little bit of run. Now North Putnam has gotten their little run going again. So it's a game of runs.
Duff makes 1 of 2. He's got 8. Porter currently leads the Cougars with 9. The lead is 9. It's largest in Greencastle with the giveaway.
Well, I tell you, you got to keep your eyes on the basketball.
5th turnover committed by the Tiger Cubs. Catch and shoot 3 goes again. And a timeout to be taken by Greencastle. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so again, we will keep it right here. And if you're Coach Greenlee from Greencastle, is this going against everything in the scouting report you've seen on North Putnam all season long?
Yes, I think they're having trouble adjusting. I think they probably was not. When you beat somebody, 47 points? I don't care what a coach thinks. The players remember how young they are, and you cannot always convince them of what that team is ready to do and playing. And they're playing well. They're good.
This portion of tonight's broadcast brought to us by eForce Internet. They offer a variety of internet speeds that fit your family's needs. Surf the internet faster than ever before. WeEndeavor.com or 800-922-6677 for more information.
You know, this has kind of been Greencastle's MO this year, unfortunately. They're up and down. You know, they play really good against Tri-West and win that game by 2, and then they get blown out by Brown County. And it's just, kind of back and forth. They played really good last night against Cloverdale and struggling so far here today.
That's going to go down as an offensive foul on Matthews on the drive to the basket. That'll be his second foul. Team foul number 7, but of course no free throws on the player control foul. 2 on Matthews, 2 on Lewis for the Tiger Cubs. And just drive and dish, space and kick. 3 does not go for Duff, and Matthews at 6'7", as you would expect, snares the rebound. And then a foul is going to be called against Park Porter, which will be his second foul, applying pressure defensively.
Yeah, for Porter there, you can't put your hands on him. You got to keep your hands out to the side or up in the air and make it difficult to pass, but you can't give up a foul that far away from the bucket.
Coble's got to worry about the 10-second violation, and he picks up the pace summarily. North Putnam man-to-man. And it is Trayton Smith that basically is told, attach yourself to the jersey of Coble. Coble gets it.
Good
Smith
hands.
able to knock that ball free. Duff the push. Good job to avoid the foul. Tip in does not go. Coble tracks down the loose ball. Now off to the races he goes, and he is fouled. 6-team foul against North Putnam. This one will go against Austin Judy.
You know, the bad thing for Judy here is he gets stuck trying to help out because Smith kind of gave him the old stop sign defense as he went by, tried to punch it out from the backside. You got to stay in front of a score like that, slow the basketball down.
It is a 13-0 run right now for North Putt. Greencastle had gotten in front of the free throw by Coble at 23-22. So dating back to about the 2-minute mark of the quarter. 13 straight points by North Putt, but Greencastle have a chance to end that because of a blocking foul. 7th team foul of the half against North Putt. Free throws coming here, and they'll be taken by Devin Clark, junior guard for the Tiger Cubs.
Yeah, they got to get somebody else going. And again, we're seeing York with a slow first half so far. Second leading scorer on this team.
He's 10 for 19 from the line, make it 10 for 20 on the season. Doesn't get there very often. And this the 19th game of the campaign for Greencastle.
You know, the difference on the other side, North Putnam, they got 6 guys in the scoring column already.
But a turnover committed by the Cougars. I've got it down as just their 3rd. Coble. And again, a hand check foul. And so Coble, who is 6 of 7 from the line, will have a chance for 1 or 2 more right here. And the fouls are all starting to rack up on North Putt. Porter, Smith, and Jeter, all with 2 fouls apiece.
Well, you gotta love the way he's got number 24 on the back of his jersey, and he gave that old rip-through move that time. Kind of looked like Kobe Bryant there, and that's what got him the foul. Is he took his arms and put him right across the hands.
First point for Coble of the quarter. First point for Greencastle of the quarter. And his totals continue to mount as he's got 18 of the Tiger Cubs' 24. And add a point to both of those as well, and he's made his last 9 from the stripe.
At this rate, he may need to put up 60 tonight for them to win this game.
35-25. Some fans asking for a double dribble. Officials say nope, just bobble it. Didn't really have a formal dribble. 3 for Judy in the corner. That does not go, but the ball goes right to Porter. He'll let fire from 18. That also is a miss. Now a 3rd opportunity for North Putt, and then Matthews commits a foul, and that's going to be his 3rd, and it will send North Putnam back to the free throw line.
You see Corbin Judy that time too swing through with the elbow a little bit at the end of that. So
did they not call a foul there and give a timeout to North Putnam instead? Yeah, I believe that is a signal. I had thought the whistle came because of a foul. Instead, they're going to say that a timeout was called from the coach behind the play, kind of anticipating a held ball. So that's big news for Greencastle. That saves a 3rd foul on a 6-7 player. And both coaches have now exhausted their 30-second timeouts for the game. Nothing but full breaks from this point forward. You enjoying the view from up here?
Yes, I am. I've always liked sitting on the end. I've always
Vanderbilt must have been your favorite college arena of all time then.
Well, when we started coaching at Bainbridge, we sat on the end. That's where you sat.
I can't help but think back to my days at IUPUI and trying to picture Ron Hunter yelling at the official 70 feet away. He wasn't as big of a fan of sitting on the end, I can tell you that. The cut to the basket by Judy does not go, and Coble snares the rebound for Greencastle. Look ahead pass to York. His runner, no. Matthews the crash. Ball knocked out of bounds by North Putt.
I think the elbow is really affecting York. You can tell he's fared a little bit on his shots.
Doesn't look like the same player tonight, does he?
No, he's not shooting the same form.
Catch and shoot 3 for Coble. Got it. 22 for Coble. 35-28. Shawnee had 36 last night, is that correct?
36 last night in the game, and I mean really just consistent all throughout. And same thing we're seeing tonight from beyond the arc, in the lane, getting to the free throw line.
He's averaging 28 points a game. Pull up from 16 does not go. And
the rebound for. Oh.
Shots are starting to go cold. Coble the dish.
pass.
Matthews the finish. 6 points for Matthews. They have all come at the rim. And it is now a 7-0 spurt for the Tiger Cubs.
Man, he's getting his teammates involved too. You know, they're starting to realize as he's penetrating, cut to the bucket.
And as has been the case tonight, everything run high from North Putnam, trying to get defenders to walk up to get open lanes to the basket or simply let loose from deep. That one misses wide left. Ball saved right to Coble. He'll now lead the break, gets the bump. He'll go right back to the free throw line, trying to add to that already outstanding scoring total of 22 points in the game's first 13 minutes.
Yeah, I think for North Putnam, Jeter's coming back in right now. You're going to have to get Duff back in as well, and he just jumped up too. You can't – those two guys have got to play almost every minute in this game tonight.
Yeah, you got to have I think Duff is a guy that could get him going, and I think he's got to be on the floor.
Austin Judy commits the foul, his second. So Austin, Judy, Porter, Smith, and Jeter with 2 fouls apiece. Lewis in. Matthews will have a seat. Or excuse me, not Matthews, but Costin will have a seat for Greencastle. Coble. You made a reference to Kobe wearing the 24. I'll make an in-state reference. Kid looks like Kellen Dunham to me.
Oh, yep. Better, yeah.
The free throw shooting he certainly does because he's now made 10 in a row. He might be broadcaster jinx proof. That's how good he has been from the free throw line after missing his first.
You know, I'm amazed at how efficient he is.
You know, Steps called against North Putnam.
Sometimes you see a lot of guys and they score a lot of points, but it's because they shoot a lot of shots. He not only, when he takes shots, he makes shots. I mean, he's got a lot better chance of it going in than missing, that's for sure.
It's been a game of runs and spurts, and Greencastle is on one now. They have scored the last 9, and North Putt now will play a little 2-3 zone.
And a lot of times when you see a team like Greencastle where they have one elite scorer like that, you know, they'll disappear in spurts throughout the game, and he just stays consistent.
They're trying to set up that stagger screen for Coble, and that, even for a kid of his ability, a bit far out for him.
I think it was a step out, and you could tell that on his shot. He was more of a push shot instead of his rhythm.
Duff in the baseline corner for 3. Got that one. That is his third make from three-point range.
You got a little Reggie Miller-esque on that, too, with the little instead of rotating over the top, it's side to side. It's nice.
Forrest first North Putt basket for a while, pushes their lead back to 6. They're not going to run Coble baseline quarter, trying to set up some more screens for him. Just over 2 minutes to play here in the half. Coble 3, no.
Boy, he might have had a case for being fouled on that one, too.
He also might have sold that one just a bit, too.
Well, if he's that good of a salesman, I'm buying then. I got suckered into it.
Lewis in the baseline corner. Back to Coble. Good job by York to weave through traffic to leave for Lewis, who finishes. Lewis's second basket.
That's great offense right there from Greencastle. Ball moves, everybody touches it. Nice, easy bucket.
It's been real simple. Lewis or Matthews at the rim, or Coble everywhere else in the building. Those are the 3 guys that have scored so far for Greencastle. Smith off the crossover. Jeter the putback, no. Duff is there and throws it to nobody in particular. 5th North Putt turnover.
Yeah, North Putt, they got to find a way to stop the bleeding right here. Greencastle definitely climbing their way back in this. This was double figures just a moment ago, now cut down to a 4-point lead.
Matthews from the elbow. Got that one too. He averages 4.5 points a game. He's got 8 tonight. And back to a 2-point game. And Greencastle would have one lead. Deep 3 does not go. And the phrase in for a dime, in for a dollar is starting to apply to North Putnam because they are letting it fly every time down.
you worry about that when you start out hot from behind the arc. You kind of fall in love with it. It becomes fool's gold. Eventually, they stop falling.
Jeter down low, misses. And the rebound corralled by Greencastle. Clar with it. Coble. Clar the drive. Lewis got it again. Tied at 38. Matthews and Lewis doing a great job of finding those soft spots against the zone, especially with so much attention on the perimeter having to go to Coble.
What a comeback. I mean, this has been an excellent job by Greencastle to not give up and fight back in this one.
15-3 run to end the half for the Tiger Cubs. Out of bounds to North Putt. Again, North Putt 4 points away from their season average per game. You just wonder how long can they keep up this pace. Clock on your screen. Smith will go at 6. Right idea, couldn't get it to Jeter. Pass ahead to Coble, he won't catch it in time. Great effort to try to do something with it.
If that would have went in, I'd have just dropped the mic and just left.
Score both on your screen, picture and graphics. 38-all, consolation game of the Putnam County Tournament. We're back in a moment on Endeavor Communications.
Endeavor eTex provides outstanding IT and computer-related services for your home or business. Whether you need a simple home PC tune-up or a large-scale network installation for your business or your municipality, Endeavor eTex is your final destination for all of your IT needs. Maintenance agreements are available and services open to members and non-members alike. Call 1-877-524-9109 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details. Endeavor eShield gives you peace of mind that your home, family, and business are safe. eShield provides burglar protection, leak detection, carbon monoxide, smoke and heat detection, and asset protection to secure your valuables. And of course, there's 24/7 monitoring. Total Connect Remote Services controls your system through your smartphone, tablet, or any other wireless device. Call 1-800-922-6677 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details. Endeavor Communications, we protect what you cherish most. TV Everywhere is a value-added entertainment option which gives Endeavor television subscribers the ability to watch TV programs on their PC, laptop, tablet, or smartphone. When you subscribe to an Endeavor TV package, you receive select TV programming that is available in that package free of charge. You can view Watch TV Everywhere program just about anywhere. All you need is an internet or Wi-Fi connection. Call 1-800-922-6677 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details about Watch.
Keep your family connected with Endeavor eWireless. Endeavor offers affordable individual plans with unlimited voice and messaging and family share plans with your choice of data plans up to 20 gigabits. Endeavor eWireless runs on a quality 4G LTE network with nationwide coverage. Choose from popular smartphones. You can even bring in your own phone. Call 1-800-922-6677 or visit weendeavor.com for more details about Endeavor eWireless plans.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Endeavor Communications continues to be the leader of technology in the communities we serve. We provide crystal clear voice, super fast internet, exciting television entertainment, security systems for home and business, medical alert systems, IT services, and our new 4G LTE wireless telephone service with nationwide coverage. Call 1-800-922-6677 or visit our website at weendeavor.com for more details. Endeavor eShield gives you peace of mind that your home, family, and business are safe. eShield provides burglar protection, leak detection, carbon monoxide, smoke and heat detection, and asset protection to secure your valuables. And of course, there's 24/7 monitoring. Total Connect Remote Services controls your system through your smartphone, tablet, or any other wireless device. Call 1-800-922-6677 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details. Endeavor Communications, we protect what you cherish most.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Endeavor Communications continues to be the leader of technology in our communities. We provide crystal clear voice, super fast internet, exciting television entertainment, security for home and business, medical alert systems, IT services for home or business, and our new 4G LTE wireless telephone service with nationwide coverage. Call 1-800-922-6677 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details.
It is our Endeavor eTechs halftime. Endeavor eTechs IT services can help with all of your computer and technology needs. Large-scale network development, network security, data backup storage, disaster recovery, and more. 800-922-6677 or weendeavor.com. Greg Rakestraw, Sean Walker, Pat Rady with you here on Endeavor Communications. 38 all, and North Putnam kind of playing against what has been their stereotypical brand of play throughout the course of the season. Came in wanting to run, and that they did. 29 points in the opening quarter, but life slowed down for them in the second quarter with 9. Pat, I defer to you first. If you're Colin McCart, what was your thoughts on how the first half played out? What was your message to your guys at halftime?
Well, I think, first of all, they're going to probably talk about how they're going to try to slow down Coble. I think Coble is the key. When the ball's in his hands, something good happens almost every time. So I think you got to worry about getting Coble. I think you got to still keep pressure on. I think they backed off. I think maybe the fouls called them, but the full court pressure was working, and then they backed off and went in that zone, and that caused Greencastle to get a little bit of a run back. I think it's, as you mentioned, it's a game of runs, and so they've got it now. I think this is going to be the key because North Putnam has not been in this situation, and so it's new to them. So it'll be how will they react to this and being in against a team that handled them pretty much earlier in the year. Now, can they handle the difference with the ball game now? At the first game, Greencastle was able to hold their own even though they got behind. I thought North Putnam came out and what I used to say loosey-goosey.
Oh yeah.
And so they was no holds barred. Pressure was off. They was the complete underdog. Nobody thought anything. So they was eager and going down. And Greencastle had to withstand that go get him. And maybe they was a little relaxed, too relaxed, and let him go. And I think they was their zone trap. North Putnam was able to handle it, hit some baskets, hit some threes. Threes is a big factor today. And so when Greencastle came back, they switched and went to man-to-man. I thought that got them a run again. But then North Putnam came back and got another run. But you got to stop Coble.
Sean, if you're Greencastle, you just kind of say, we're going to keep playing this style because we feel we can play it better over the duration of 32 minutes than North Putnam can?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I think you've weathered 2 storms so far in this game. The early jump, and then you were down by, 13 there in the second quarter and came back to tie this up before the half. You got to get the ball in Coble's hands, let him do work. And when they're bringing those double teams and trying to stop the ball around the free throw line, he's found Jacob Lewis and JT Matthews a few times on some dump offs, and if I'm those guys, I'm telling them, as soon as you see Coble break contained, he starts getting to the bucket, you come right behind him. If he misses, you get the offensive rebound. If they double team him or they stop him, you got the dump off for the easy layup.
It will not take long. Go through the scoring summary for Greencastle. Coble 24, Matthews 8, Lewis 6.
Yeah.
That's it. That's 38 points right there. A little more balance for North Putnam. Duff led them with 14, including 3 threes. 9 for Porter, also 3 threes. 6 for Corbin Judy, 4 for Kyler Jeter, 3 for Trayton Smith, 2 for Austin Judy. Foul trouble, a little bit on both sides. Greencastle, 2 each for Matthews and Lewis. For North Putnam, Austin Judy, Preston Porter, Trayton Smith, Kyler Jeter, all with 2 fouls apiece. As the halftime highlights continue to roll, third quarter action is just moments away. So tied at 38. Again, this is the consolation game of the Putnam County Tournament. South Putnam and Cloverdale will play for the championship immediately following this game. We'll have that for you as well here as part of Endeavor Communications. 5 on the floor for Greencastle. They will put Lewis and Matthews on the floor together to start this second half, joining Coble, York, and Devin Clark.
Well, I think you got to reward Lewis. I mean, he played well last night. He's playing well again for you tonight. This is a player that only averages 1 point per game. He's got 6 in the first half. He had 6 in the first half last night, and I think you got to continue to find him. He's got a good work ethic down there on the block.
Starting 5 back on the floor for North Putnam. Porter, Smith, Jeter, Duff, and Judy.
North Putnam staying with their zone. Okay.
Was slowed down Coble. Eventually Matthews and Lewis would score against it. But to make someone other than their best player beat you, this is a good idea for North Putnam. Matthews the flare to Coble, dribbles it off a knee. Look ahead pass, take away by Greencastle. Teams exchange turnovers and make it a third.
That's good hustle there, really. Corbin Judy getting back and taking that away.
And Jeter started moving before he had the basketball. So each team with 2 turnovers here in the opening 35-plus seconds of quarter number 3.
I know Coach Knight always talked about the first few minutes of the second half was very important, and I've kind of bought in. I think the first few minutes of the third quarter in a high school game is very important. Neither team is kind of a little antsy here. Then we'll see which team gets settled down first.
3-quarter court pressure being applied by North Putt. Matthews able to find Clark. Looking for Lewis, and both teams are in giveaway mode right now.
Lewis that time zigged when he should have zagged. He was open. That was the good pass is where it needed to be. He started to drift out towards the corner.
Greencastle started in a 1-3-1 zone. That didn't work. They played man-to-man ever since. Smith drives. Matthews with the bump. That is his 3rd foul.
That's a good idea, too. I mean, really, if you can get in there and create some contact against Matthews, he's the one player with quite a bit of height there for Greencastle. You kind of level the playing field out on the glass if you can get him in foul trouble and get him out of the game.
Smith, a 72% free throw shooter. Connects on that one. This North Putt team has kind of lived up to the percentages, if you will, of modern day basketball. They've either tried to shoot a layup or they have shot one from 20 feet. There's really been no in between for them tonight. And connecting on both the free throws is the sophomore in Smith.
Yeah, it's a shame that the mid-range game has kind of gone away. I mean, none better than, in my opinion, than Calvert Cheney back in the day. I mean, he had just a great mid-range game.
Little zone trap here by North Putt, and now they'll cycle back into their 2-3, and as they have all night, they have just walked their defense up the entire time. Knowing that Coble can pull from 30. 3 in the corner for Greencastle. That's good. First basket tonight for Zach Wilkerson, the senior. Becomes just the 4th different Tiger Cub to score, and the lead continues on a missed 3 by North Putt. Greencastle a 1-point advantage. Their last lead came at 23-22. Wilkerson adding to that point total. Wilkerson and Lewis combined for 3 points a game. They've got 11 tonight.
That's great production off the bench for them.
Again, can North Putt keep up their offensive pace? That's the question.
And you can see, I think Coach was right when he said you got to find a way to slow down Coble. So far, he hasn't even scored here in the second half.
Judy for 2, long 2, foot on the line. He's had a couple of baskets like that where he just missed by an inch or 2 of connecting on a 3. But the first field goal of the half for North Putt, and they have hit their offensive average for the season early in the third quarter. And York going to be called for steps. And he is trying to do as much with that left arm as possible.
Yep.
Really favoring that right one. And Greencastle has 3 more games left to go after this one. They next play Southmont on Friday night. And Owen Valley the following Tuesday, North Montgomery to close down the season 13 days from now. Jeter, baseline jumper is good. And now a timeout to be taken by North Putt. It's a full timeout. We will step aside as well. 5:08 to play third quarter. Cougars have seesawed back in front, 44-43. It's the Putnam County Classic on Endeavor Communications.
Endeavor eTex provides outstanding IT and computer-related services for your home or business. Whether you need a simple home PC tune-up or a large-scale network installation for your business or your municipality, Endeavor eTex is your final destination for all of your IT needs. Maintenance agreements are available and services open to members and non-members alike. Call 1-877-524-9109 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details.
Back at the McAnally Center, Greencastle, Indiana, Putnam County Classic, third place game. North Putt leading the Tiger Cubs, 44-43. I'm going to guess it's a Cloverdale fan, just a guess, but they're waiting for game number 2 when they take on South Putt.
It's a good-looking hat, though.
Except for the person sitting right behind you.
That's true.
Then you're not as big a fan of that hat.
I'd tell you, though, I'm going to be 100% honest. This is a much better game thus far than I expected it to be coming in, which is fun for us.
Yeah.
Back on December the 5th, Greencastle won by 47. Little different scenario tonight. 2-3 zone remains in place for the Cougars. They're going to work Coble in the middle, trying to find the soft spots in the zone. He got a good look. No, but he's an outstanding rebounder. Missed that one, too. And Coble, not just a shooter, he averages 8 boards a game.
Yeah, he was relentless last night. 17 rebounds, something like that. I mean, it was just amazing. Seemed like every time he missed, he was the first person back to the basketball.
Duff with the drive. That foul is on Lewis, and that'll be his third. So just 2 fouls in this half for Greencastle, but Matthews and Lewis have each collected their third foul with those whistles, and Duff will shoot 2. He's now 3 of 5 from the line. Duff leads the North Putnam attack with 14. So a bit of a 5-point spurt here by North Putt. Lewis's pass tipped away. What's the attack point against this 2-3 zone, Coach?
Well, I think they're moving around. They're trying to get it to Coble, and I think what they're running is the where he's running with the baseline, and they got 2 guards, and there's the lower guys are setting screens for him. And now I think they've changed it and put number 12 in that spot and putting Coble on the post.
3 in the corner doesn't go for Wilkerson. Fight for the loose ball, and eventually tracked down by Judy for North Putt. Kids from North Putt have had the green light most of the night. You get an open jump shot, take it. And that confidence has led them to an above-average night offensively. And that continues as Judy connects on the basket. He averages 3 points a game. He's got 10.
That's one of the first mid-range shots we've seen from him tonight.
Coble has yet to score in this quarter. And a timeout going to be called by Greencastle. I think Troy Greenlee realized the exact same thing. I got to devise a better way for my best guy to get the ball. It is a full timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it right here, though, since we just took one. And again, I'll ask the guy with 761 more wins than both Sean and I have put together against this zone. How best do you get 24 of the basketball in a position where he can do something with it?
Well, I don't know Coach Greenley's philosophy of where he's played it, but I think this has been a problem for Greencastle, and not knocking the coach or anything. I just think it's a situation. Sometimes you have difficulties. I think 3 of their last 4 losses, Brown County beat them in the crossover game. Then they beat them about a week ago, I think, and then of course Cloverdale beat them last night. And all 3 of those were 2-3 zones. So I think they've had a little trouble with getting that ball too, and you do that because you're trying to take away Coble. I mean, what he is strong at is driving the ball. Well, that drive is taken away, but now what the zones are doing and what the teams last night in Brown County, if you hear them, they're talking. North Putnam is saying, where's Coble? And they're not getting him get that quick shot.
And again, they are playing they're playing with, but their other best 3-point shooter in York clearly playing with a damaged shooting arm. See if he proves me wrong.
Yeah.
Not there, but the rebound is there, and the putback scored by Clark. Because York is yet to score. He averages 12.5 points a game. For Clark, the basket, and it's back to a 2-point contest. Duff for 3. Not this time, and the rebound, Coble. And immediately North Putt pressures him just to make him get rid of the basketball. Baseline corner, Wilkerson lets fire a 3. That no good. And right now, if you're North Putt, anytime a guy not wearing 24 shoots the ball, you feel good about it.
Yeah, it's a win. I mean, obviously they're going to make some shots here, but that's a win when you're getting it out of Coble's hand and taking him out of the equation.
Well, the pace is slowed a little bit here, as you would expect. You could not keep up that maniacal first quarter pace. Smith the drive. Coble the rebound. And Coble, good dish, drew 3 defenders, but York not in a position to shoot it. Clark was and buries it, and Judy commits the foul, and it's a tie ball game with a chance to take the lead for Devin Clark.
Boy, what a play. I mean, it starts with Coble. Instead of forcing the action, because you finally get the basketball and you get to touch it and the zone's not against you, he gives it up. And I thought York really should have laid it in, and when he didn't, I almost panicked for him, but good passing. Yeah. Nice job.
See, as Greg talked earlier, Coble does not have to score. I mean, you think guy did a lot of basketball. Here he's struggling. He hadn't scored this, and he gave it up for a guy who had a better shot.
They're going to say, was that after the shot?
So we're going to get to.
So not an and one, but count the basket and the ball.
Yep.
That is going to be the call.
I'm saying it's more of an emphasis this year on the box out. You got to allow the shooter to come down, and they're not necessarily giving him the free throw afterwards, but they're giving him the ball back.
So now they put an extra point on the scoreboard that I don't think they should have. The scoreboard says 48-47. I think it should be 47 all, but I don't think that was a 3. I think the score that we have on your screen, again, you can't see the scoreboard, but we can in the building. I'm pretty sure that what we have on there is right at 47 all. We'll kind of keep monitoring the situation. Coble now playing the top of that zone offense. Lewis, the short corner, no. And the ball goes right into the hands of Jordan Bean. Smith on the handles. 3. That's good. Porter, his 4th 3-point field goal tonight.
That was a big one. They needed that too. A little shot in the vein. See if that reinvigorates the offense.
Baseline corner 3. York got
okay,
that one.
Yeah.
Again, he's a 42% 3-point shooter.
Yeah, that should give him the confidence. That looked good.
But he's not just the brace he's wearing on his right arm. You can see him favor it throughout the course of the game. Shot taken and missed by Bean, but he draws contact. And that is on Lewis. That's going to be his 4th. So Bean will shoot 2. Now we have changed our score to match what is on the scoreboard. And I can only lead to believe they think that Clark's basket was a 3.
Yep, I think they gave it to him.
Well, it appeared that he was probably about a footer inside the line, but, and we have the benefit of replay. Those 3 gentlemen on the floor do not. And Bean missed the free throw, so we will play on with this being a 1-point lead for Greencastle.
Well, you got your official scorekeeper down there, too, that he'll tally up at the end of the quarter, and if it's not right, they'll change it before the 4th.
Bean misses them both. Rebound, Coble. Coble calls his own number. Basket goes, however, wave off the shot. They say the foul occurred on his way to the rim. Just the second foul this quarter against North Putnam, but it's on Porter, and that's going to be his 3rd.
That's how you can beat the zone, too. Take the basketball down the other end quickly. Don't let them set up their defense.
Greencastle's leads have been few in this game. And right now it's by the smallest of margins. Coble, little runner. All right, if he's looked like Kellen Dunham, that was some Rose Jones right there with the floater. His first points of the half, but he still got 26 on the night. And his Tiger Cubs lead by 3. Smith, nice dish. Judy took his time, went up and scored it.
You like that? So many times players rush that. That time he made sure he got his feet set.
Appears that Greencastle content to hold for a final shot of the 3rd quarter. It will be North Putt ball to start the 4th. Well, the records and previous matchup between these two might not have indicated this was going to be tremendously competitive. That it has been. At 5, my goodness, Coble, no. Rebound York, couldn't save it, and that will be the end of the quarter. When they say he has in the gym range, that kid believes it. He's got the 26 points to back it up. But without much help in the numbers from Coble, Greencastle is able to take a 1-point lead going to the 4th quarter. Just 2 points for Coble in the 3rd, but 26 on the night. North Putt has the ball when we come back on Endeavor Communications.
Endeavor eShield gives you peace of mind that your home, family, and business are safe. eShield provides burglar protection, leak detection, carbon monoxide, smoke and heat detection, and asset protection to secure your valuables. And of course, there's 24/7 monitoring. Total Connect Remote Services controls your system through your smartphone, tablet, or any other wireless device. Call 1-800-922-6677 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details. Endeavor Communications, we protect what you cherish most.
Tonight's game brought to us by Endeavor Communications, 800-922-6677 or weendeavor.com for more information. I want to thank our great MTC Sports crew for putting this together. Duff 3, North Putt does not go. Rebound Coble, off to the races. Runner, no. Rebound Jeter. It's been so tough for him to get looks against that zone. He might have forced one there. Out of bounds to North Putnam. North Putt 29 points in the first quarter. A more reasonable 23 in the last 2 combined. But they have given themselves a chance to win on a rival's home floor after losing by 47 on December the 5th. Smith,
pass.
Judy scores yet again.
Now there's another score where the defense is helping from inside out, and that's always leaves a man open. You can help outside in, but you cannot help inside out unless you got the help side dropping down in there, and then you're going to give up a layup.
54-53, drive and kick to Wilkerson, no. Rebound by Clark, goes back up, misses that one. Coble the tip, Clark able to come down with it, and a timeout going to be called by Greencastle because, again, he could see a 3-second violation was coming, Only bad news is that for Greencastle, that leaves them with one timeout for the final 7:01 to play. Well, again, we'll keep it here just coming out of the quarter break. 54-53. North Putt leads by 1. Not that we want to get away from this game because it's been exciting. But let's do a little bit of a preview here. South Putt, Cloverdale. What should we expect to see?
Two opposites of the way you want to play the game. Cloverdale want to play a full court, 84-foot game. South Putnam want to play a half court game. They'll have a lot of ball reversals. They'll have they're satisfied with 5 or 6, and Cloverdale will be one that's want to push the ball up the floor and put a lot of pressure, full court pressure.
It's a South Putt team that had played North Putt 3 times in the last 15 days. They had lost the first 2. They got the third last night to get to Cloverdale in the championship game. And I know you've seen him now a few times the last couple of years. Tell me about Cooper Neese.
Cooper Neese he's fun to watch. I mean, and he really is. And he shares the basketball well. He shoots the basketball well. He gets to the free throw line and shoots at a high percentage there. Rebounding. I mean, he got a complete game. Butler is getting one heck of a basketball player, and he's only a junior.
And he
still has another year.
Verbal commitment. Can make that official next November, can Cooper. Of course, the Bulldogs somewhat handled today by a very good Xavier team at Hinkle Fieldhouse this afternoon. Back to action here at the McAnally Center. An all-small lineup here for Greencastle. Coble, the drive, baseline, and rattles it home. 28 for Coble. 4 fouls on Lewis, 3 on Matthews, and Coach Greenlee's decided I'll go with a 5-guard attack here. There's not an overabundance of size for North, but you can do that against this team. However, the drive to the basket and score by Smith, his first 2-point field goal.
But he's gotten into the lane. He's dumped it off the last couple times. That way, able to get all the way to the bucket.
Once again, the zone by North Putt. 3 in the corner. This one goes. Alex Costin for 3, the freshman.
That's a big shot right there. A freshman in the fourth quarter coming in and knocking down a 3 from the corner.
He is the 4th different player to make a 3 tonight for Greencastle. Jeter tries to answer. Not there, and Coble snags the rebound. And again, we'll try to beat the zone down the floor. 3 in the corner, York. That does not go. Off the top of the backboard. Clark couldn't snag it. And now Porter can push the tempo, but good recovery by Greencastle. Duff for 3. Coble again, the weak side board. Five and a half minutes to play. I want to say Greencastle's largest lead tonight has been 3. Coble tries to extend that. Not this time. Wilkerson put back no, and Duff will snag the rebound.
Well, that's a big-time rebound in there, too. You got 3 Greencastle players around him.
3, not that time. Rebound Wilkerson, and a foul going to be called. And we've had a very whistle-free second half. That is the 3rd foul called against the Cougars. Just 6 fouls in total have been called here in half number 2.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a fan of the quick triggers right now down on that end for North Putnam. I think that when they're getting to the bucket, they're getting layups, and they're settling for these contested 3-point shots. I don't know that that's going to win them the game tonight.
Zone really extending, trying to combat the 3-point shooters of Greencastle and to track Coble. Coble had his average of 28 points per game with 4.5 minutes to play. He had 24 at halftime. Good look. York in the middle. And that's the shot you want to take against the 2-3 zone. Just didn't fall. Jeter let that top of the key 3 fire last time. Not so much this time around. Smith in the lane. Give and go. Now Smith from 15. No, sir. And Clark the rebound for Greencastle. And Jeter called for a blocking foul. And Jeter kind of turned at the last second to contest the shot. I think if he stays put, he's got a charge.
I didn't see it, yeah.
For me, it's
You're right. I agree with that.
Takes it
right.
aside,
Yeah,
yeah.
I guess.
If he just stays put, he was waiting for him the entire time. He kind of turned into him just a bit.
Yep, turned his sideways.
And Jeter picks up his third foul.
I think Jeter expected him to pull up and take that little 5-footer. He was trying to get in box out position.
Clark now 0 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. And missed them both. If you're a North Putt fan, you'd say the ball didn't lie. If you're probably more of a neutral fan, you'd simply say he missed 2 free throws. Smith leaves. Porter, no. Those three-pointers starting to come up a little missing here for North Putnam now. And Coble was weaved through traffic. No, but there for the putback. Jeter able to swat it away and eventually corral the rebound. Wilkerson knocked that ball free. However, a timeout apparently was given to North Putnam before the turnover was committed. So, 3:25 left to play. 58-56. Greencastle remains in front. Let's quickly step away. Back in just a moment. Third place game for the Putnam County Tournament here on Endeavor Communications.
TV Everywhere is a value-added entertainment option which gives Endeavor television subscribers the ability to watch TV programs on their PC, laptop, tablet, or smartphone. When you subscribe to an Endeavor TV package, you receive select TV programming that is available in that package free of charge. You can view Watch TV Everywhere program just about anywhere. All you need is an internet or Wi-Fi connection. Call 1-800-922-6677 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details about Watch.
So both teams have gone cold offensively. 5 points for Greencastle in the quarter, 4 for North Putnam with 3:25 to play. It's a North Putt team that has scored 60 points one time all season. They had 29 after one quarter of play. Even if they have slowed offensively, they have given themselves a chance to knock off their county rival. Duff the drive and got fouled.
I know it could be a consolation prize. It has nothing to really do with the game, but I think North Putnam's shoes are definitely the better team shoes, too. I could see myself rocking those orange.
Wilkerson whistled for the foul. And Duff connects from the line. Free throws 7 and 8 of the night for Duke Duff.
This one's big, though. You got to get this thing tied back up here.
Doesn't yet, but Jeter is there for the rebound. And then he's going to be called for steps before he can put that one back up and in.
Well, that's a tough call. Looked like he took a shot that knocked him off balance there, that created the travel. No foul called. Sometimes when you're built a little bigger like that, you don't get those calls, you know. I mean, Shaquille O'Neal used to always make those comments. He got hacked on every play, and they called about 10% of the fouls.
And York going to be called for steps. 11th turnover against Greencastle, which is right about their average on a per-game basis. 8 for North Putnam. And South Putt and Cloverdale for the county championship comes up next. Duff for the lead. Duff with 19.
Huge shot from Duff.
That is his 4th 3 of the night.
What an addition he's been to this team. The only thing I would say to him now is, why weren't you out there at the beginning of the year, you know? I mean, why'd you wait so long?
York will pull up from 17. Nope. Fight for the loose ball. Who touched it last? North Putnam did. Off the hands of Preston Porter. And both teams have just one timeout. You see it on your screen. So this will largely be on the players to figure this one out with 2.5 minutes left to play. York again. The extra pass leads to an open 3. No conversion, but there's Coble with the rebound. And then a reach-in foul called against Duff. And while the North Putt fans might not like the call, at least the good news is from the Cougar perspective, just your 5th team foul. So no free throws coming here on the whistle against Duff.
Yeah, it gives you your opportunity here to kind of reset your defense.
Coble. Not that time. And those looks have been so rare for him in the second half. 2-point lead, 2 minutes to play. No slowing down for North Putt. Before I could even say, do you think about taking the eye out of the basketball? Smith hits the accelerator and draws the foul. 2 shots.
Yeah, for Trayton, I mean, he's done a great job of this tonight. He's come off that screen, and when nobody stops him, he goes all the way to the bucket. When they do, he dishes.
Yeah, he's a good point guard. He really.
And just a sophomore. Misses that one. He's a 72% free throw shooter. I could think back to the Marion County tournament where Franklin Central, who was ranked at the time, had beaten Perry Meridian by 30 about a month earlier. Perry came back to beat him by 4 in the county tournament. North Putnam looking for a similar result here tonight. A little bit different when you play a team for a second time in the season. Smith connects on that one to push the lead to 3.
We saw something similar in the Hoosier Heartland Conference where Clinton Prairie had beaten Tri-County by 28 and then lost to him the second time.
3 in the corner for York. No good. Gets his own rebound. Greencastle does not need to be in a hurry here, nor do they have to get a 3 this time down. Still a minute 40 to play. Three in the corner. This one good. Costin's second basket of the half.
That's a freshman. He's got 2 threes, and they've both been huge.
61 all, minute 24 to play. Porter picks up the dribble in a bad spot. Smith there to bail him out. Not sure you'll hold for the final look here, but you can take your time and make sure you get a good look if you're North Putnam.
I think you got to put the pressure on the defense here. They can play defense for a long time. Try to get something going to the basket.
Porter does just that, goes right at Matthews and scores over him. 5-7 just scored on 6-7. Porter's first 2 of the game. He had 4 earlier threes. 63-61. Matthews throws it away.
Good hands by Porter.
And Greencastle's going to need to give a foul here because they're a foul away from putting North Putnam to the bonus. They can play pressure defense, but they want a foul. They've got to at least give one first. And as the steal appeared to have been made, a blocking foul called against Greencastle. It goes against Matthews. It'll be his 4th.
Porter coming up limping after this one, too. Nobody there.
No.
Tough call.
Yes. Yeah, there's daylight.
So again, 6th team foul. So no free throws. The next foul would be free throws with 25 seconds left to play. Coble went for the clean steal and then is called for the foul. So 1 plus the bonus for Trayton Smith, who is 3 of 4 from the line tonight with 21.5 seconds left to play.
Well, I tell you, both of those whistles really bailed him out there because it looked like it's about to be a turnover on both plays. I wouldn't blame Coach Greenlee for being a little upset right here.
Big free throw here for the sophomore. And calmly knocks it down. Now this is just as big, if not bigger, because it makes it a 2-possession game if he can make it. Now if you're North Putt, you also have a foul left to give. Keep that in the back of your mind defensively as Greencastle advances the ball to the front court. Smith makes them both.
That's huge.
Coble will dial his own number. Runner is up, no. Tip in Coble, no. Jeter's got it for North Putt. Now it's a game of keep away. Greencastle yet to foul. Finally they do, but only 8 seconds remain, and North Putt is about to reverse what was a 47-point loss 2 months ago.
Duke Duff doing his best Jimmy Chitwood impersonation. Join the team halfway through the season and come in and just make a huge difference.
1 plus the bonus here. Greencastle came into this tournament with aspirations of winning it. And they're seconds away from going home with a pair of losses.
That's tough on your home floor.
Duff makes them both. And a timeout will be taken by North Putnam. Let's go ahead and sneak in a final timeout for this broadcast right now. North Putt 67, Greencastle 61. Final 8 seconds when we come back on Endeavor Communications. Welcome back for the final time for this one. Greg Rakestraw, Sean Walker, Pat Rady with you on Endeavor Communications. North Putnam 67, Greencastle 61. This would not be the way you would have thought this one would have gone down tonight. North Putnam scoring the most points they have scored in a game all season. Duke Duff came in averaging 5 points a game. He's got 21 tonight. Coble will pick up. North Putnam applies pressure full court. They'll let him have it, so he'll get that basket for 30. Greencastle will call their final timeout just to make sure the clock doesn't go to zeros before North Putnam inbounds the ball. But with 2.6 seconds left to go, not exactly much you can draw up, down 4.
No, there's no timeouts. That was their last timeout. You could even, if North Putnam could just throw it in, they could even throw it into a Greencastle kid. I tell you, wouldn't do that, but let him score, and you're going to let the clock run out and win. But they just got to get the ball into somebody and let the clock run.
Let's go ahead and recognize our player of the game, and that is going to be Duke Duff of North Putnam. Duke with 21 points tonight. Again, a midseason add to the roster, but he was the guy that was really a spark and hit some key baskets, especially when this offense started to bog down in the second half.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. He's also got 3 free throws here in the fourth quarter, and in a tight game like this, those were crucial to help keep the lead, not allow Greencastle back in it.
He's got a lot of confidence. I've seen that from him, and he's, like I say, he's a fine player. He is a very strong player at 7th grade and 8th grade in the Greencastle system, but he's followed his father, and we can understand that.
He's also got the best hair on the floor.
His mullet game is quite strong. I'm not going to deny that.
I mean, it may be the best in the arena tonight.
It's feathery, there's no doubt. He can run the baseline. He'll inbound the ball. Greencastle will not foul. And North Putnam, an impressive 8th win of the season, knocking off their larger county rival in Greencastle, 67-63. We will go ahead and end the broadcast for this game to give our crew a little downtime between the third-place game and the upcoming championship game between Cloverdale and South Putnam. For Pat Rady and Sean Walker, this is Greg Rakestraw. It's been a presentation of MTC Sports on Endeavor Communications. For those of you watching on the stream, we're back in about 15 minutes to the McAnally Center for the Putnam County Championship game. Thank you for watching.